Well, let's get the latest now from journalists across the region. Mansour Shuman in Gaza. Beside me on the top of the screen, Nick Kolyokin in Israel and Mohammed Najib in the West Bank city of Ramallah. Good morning, all. Nick Kolyokin's in Tel Aviv. Hi, Nick. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has made it clear that this four-day truce does not mean the war is ending. What else do we know about his decision to sign off on the agreement?
Yeah, Netanyahu has pressures from different sides. From the one side, he has the public that wants people to be released, especially the families and the relatives of the hostages. They pressure Netanyahu to release the hostages and whatever the price is. On the other hand, he has his right wing of his government, and this is the only friends that he has. They are on the right wing, so he can't too much disagree with them and too angry them. And those people, they are extremist fanatics, even for the Israeli public, and they want the war to continue no matter what. They want that Israel will not only destroy Hamas, but also will take control and occupy Gaza Strip and also the West Bank. But they are a minority in Israel, but they has a lot of power over Netanyahu. So he needs to maneuver between those different forces, and in the end Netanyahu thinks about what is the best for his political career also, and he understands that the Israeli public is angry and demanding the people back home, the children, the mothers, the babies, the grandfathers and mothers. So that's why Netanyahu is going for this deal and agreeing on that, but I'm not sure that Netanyahu will continue to agree on further deals and truce in the future, because he has a limited time to do the military operation in Gaza Strip, and many Israelis also want that Hamas will be destroyed after the second Holocaust that they did to Israel on the 7th of October, and they really, really want that it will never happen again, never again. And that's why it's really important also to destroy all the infrastructure of Hamas and to kill all the terrorists that were part, especially on the 7th of October.
Nick, while Hamas has agreed to release 50 hostages, the Gazan militants have been holding more than 200, meaning that most of them will not be set free. What's been the reaction from families of the abducted to that?
The families, they are really also happy and sad at the same time, because they understand it. Now it's like a casino. Some of them will have their children back home and some of them will not, and they even don't know who of them is alive, in which condition, who is injured, who maybe even dead or will not be released, or maybe it's not even in the hands of Hamas, because Hamas says not all those Israeli children and women in their possession. So there's a lot of anxiety. They really don't know who of the children will be back and of the mothers. That's why they're continuing their pressure on the Israeli government not to stop with those deals of exchange between prisoners and hostages, and continue until all the 240 Israelis will be back home, because they did nothing wrong and they just want to be with their families again. That's why the rallies and the protests will continue until all of them is not back at home.